Hey, it's Patrick from JMP Cycles, and this is our pro tips on how to camp off your motorcycle. Camping off my motorcycle is one of the funnest things I do on my motorcycle because it lets you explore a lot of places you may not be able to get to. You're not chained to a hotel room. You're not chained to any kind of hardcore amenities. You can pretty much get everything on your bike, and chances are you need a lot less than what you think. So I'll start with how to put it on your bike. And that's gonna vary depending on what bike you have, but the basics are the same. I lean towards the Biltwell XFL 80 and my Kriega US 20 dry pack. Now, I would say take fewer clothes than what you need, probably half, but take layers. Take a long sleeve shirt or a flannel short sleeve, maybe even a pair of long underwear, because it's probably gonna get colder than what you think at night. Layers allow you to adjust your temperature. If you have one big old bulky jacket, you're either gonna be hot or cold. So layer up, and then I like to split my gear. The great thing about the Kriega dry pack is, it is what it says it is, it's dry. So I like to put my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad, my towel, and a few other things that I know I have to have dry in that bag right there. And the other thing is when I get a sleeping bag or a tent or a pad, I always go with hiking gear. So hikers, they have to have their stuff packed down as small as possible and as light as possible. As a motorcyclist, I want the same thing. So generally I buy gear as far as my tent, my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad that are directly aimed right at hikers. And I wanna make a point about the sleeping pad because it may look like it takes up some room, but really it's very, very important. You may not know that sleeping bags, even though they may be rated for 15 or 20 degrees, that's only with that pad underneath. And that little bitty air pad will make all the difference in the world in keeping you warm. So hiking gear is key when it comes to your camping specific gear. Use that hiking gear. And I like to put all that in my dry bag there so it stays dry and I have it. As you can see behind me, my little tent, it's a hiking tent perfectly. Mounts right on top of my other bags with a cargo net. That's the other pieces of luggage type material you're gonna need that I never leave home without are rock straps and cargo nets. They always come in infinitely handy. Even if you pack your bike and you don't need the cargo net, put it in there anyway. Guarantee you when you repack, pick something up, you're gonna need it. Okay, a couple of my other must-haves here. Stocking hat, obviously some gloves, you probably already have that if you're riding, and a towel. Towel, you get rained on, you gotta take a shower or something, obviously gonna need a towel. Along with that towel, flip-flops. You never know what kind of shower house you're gonna find or what kind of shape it's gonna be in, or if you're gonna have to jump into a creek. Helps to have some flip-flops, get in there, keep your shoes dry and keep your feet, not from getting any unforeseen bacteria on your footsies. From there, toolkit's important, but it's not overly important. I used to, again, when I pack clothes, I would pack tools like that and really overpack. If I'm not going completely cross-country, I keep the tools pretty basic, a multi-tool, and then a couple of specialty pliers and wrenches. You can take duct tape. If you wrap duct tape around a pencil or a pen, you can get a lot of it on there, don't have to take a roll. I always like to have duct tape, you never know when you're gonna need it. A couple of zip ties aren't a bad idea either. Then next to the duct tape, you see my little roll of toilet paper. Without having to pack a whole roll the toilet paper off the roll and then put it in a plastic bag and then put it in your dry pack. Even if it's in your dry pack, plastic bag's a little extra safety, keep that toilet paper dry because you will need it for sure. Tire repair kit. Who knows what's rolling around in a campground parking lot? Could pick up a bolt, random piece of metal. Tire repair kit is always good. Lighter and bug spray. A lighter will make lighting all your fires much easier. You don't have to go all Survivor Man, rub sticks together. We are in the 21st century. Lighter's nice to have. Bug spray. During the day, a lot of times bugs aren't too bad. Night comes, moisture comes out of the ground. Here comes the bug. You wish you had it. I don't really come out to these places to be on my phone, but we all know phone is a necessity. So having one of these anti-gravity battery packs, it'll charge your phone 8 or 10 times, no problem. If you do need to get on your phone, you have it. Headlamp. Headlamp is a lifesaver. Keep you from using your phone as a flashlight and makes it really easy at night. If you need to find your way to the bathroom or find something in your tent, headlamps must have. Axe, little camping axe, that thing slides down inside of a bag. If you need to cut up some kindling for a fire, a lot of times you can buy firewood, but kindling is key when starting a fire. Chop that kindling off there, also help you put your tent stakes in. That's a winner. The water, to me, is key because a lot of times you forget about how badly you need it until the next morning. You need to brush your teeth, just get thirsty in the middle of the night. Normally, right before I camp, I'll pick up a couple extra bottles of water. I always have a bottle of water on my bike, but right before I go to camp, I'll pick up a couple extra ones, and then I cannot live without my Jetboil. Another piece of hiking/camping gear that is a must-have for me. Wake up in the morning, roll out of my tent, hot cup of coffee just sets everything right. Last but not least, paracord. Kind of use it in all kinds of situations to do a little bit of everything. Always like to have a little bit of paracord on me, just as MacGyver in me might need it. Lastly, you're out here to relax. Don't get too wound up in having your phone or having cell phone service. Pick the spot specifically because it looks cool or a place you might want to spend some time. Only thing I have to say about picking a camp spot is pick something cool. Make sure you have flat ground and it's not necessarily in a valley somewhere where you're gonna get wet. So flat and dry are key. Beyond that, pick a good view, have a good time, and relax. Last thing I'm gonna say, pick up your trash. If you're gonna camp somewhere, don't leave any trace that you've been there. Take all of your trash out with you, and the next camper will thank you for it. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to comment in the comment section below. Like you see here, tell your friends, please subscribe. Go ride those motorcycles.